Hello and welcome back to Brand Development from Inception to Global Distribution. Today we continue our mini-series on consumer research and insights with our guest who's with us today, Therese. Hi, Therese. How are you?
Hi, Kurt, for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. It's good to see you. Thanks for doing this with us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into your product routines?
Love to. I will share that I've been in the beauty industry for almost 25 years. I started off as a buyer with Sephora and also worked as a buyer for Walmart. So for me, having that opportunity to work both in luxury and mass was awesome, and it opened my eyes to the many great products in both areas of the department stores as well as in the supermarket aisle that have become my go-to staples.
Awesome. And just so people know, you and I actually met when you were a buyer at Sephora,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, a while back. What fun that was too. Kind of in the inception of Sephora in the U.S. market. It was quite a fun time.
Oh, it really was. I got to meet so many amazing founders. Like the innovation in the early 2000s in the industry was just phenomenal. And there are today's like go-to successes for, acquisitions and just industry changing in process, go to market, just building the consumer, the for Facebook and Instagram, like the grassroots efforts and really finding a home within the consumer's beauty arsenal and just building not only a US portfolio but also global, because many of the brands that we work with, like were that we met back in the day on, were just US based brands. Now today they're global entities, so for that
Yeah,
it's been awesome journey together.
it has been. It's pretty fun to think back on where we started and where we are today, and where the brands are today. Like you said, global Murad. I was on Murad at the time, and they've been bought by Unilever, and now a major global brand, which is so exciting. I'm so excited for Dr. Murad, who is great to work with. And I just want to say I'm really looking forward to this interview because you're my first interview and maybe my only interview that works in the beauty industry. And so you have a rich knowledge of all these brands and product categories, products. You've tried a lot of product, I imagine, over the years. And so it's going to be great to hear your perspective from somebody on the inside versus a consumer on the outside. So I think this is going to provide a very interesting perspective for the audience. So I'm really excited to get into this with you.
Awesome to share.
Great. So we're doing this by the decade. So are you comfortable telling us what decade you're in?
I was born in the late 70s, so somewhere between the 70s and 80s. I feel like this part hippie me, and then this part for sure shoulder pads 80s that lately I found more and more outfits. So for that, a combo, but
Yeah. So you're in your 40s.
correct.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Um, I'm assuming being a woman in the beauty industry, you do have a beauty routine, right?
Most certainly do. Most certainly do. And
Okay.
that's long before I started in the beauty industry. I feel what catapulted me into the industry was a teenager in wanting to not only have access to the products, but be part of the industry in whatever format that I could, whether it's, on the buy side, or even, I've dabbled a little bit on the manufacturing side and getting to know that. So
Yeah.
for sure, I'm invested in the industry in all aspects.
Yes. Awesome. That's great. Well, this is going to be fun to go through your routine. So we're going to break it up by category, and if you could tell us, what products you use in the morning versus the evening or both, And we're going to start with body. Um, Body's one of those categories that's really grown through the pandemic. I think it's because we're at home, we're more focused on self care and wellness during this tragic event that we're experiencing. So that's why I wanted to start with this category. It's been a sleepy category until the last year. So, what do you do for your body routine?
So for me, two things. I'm a huge fan of bio oil. I've been using that since 2004, long before any celebrities got involved and down head to toe. It's one of the few items that, a drugstore item that I have not lost faith in for the past 14, 16 years. Like head to toe, go-to product, nothing beats it. And then I also like some good exfoliants. It ranges from fresh brown sugar to the Caudalie body firming or their body scrubs. I have to say, a little bit of an indulgence at some points, but they're my hands down go-to favorites, and I feel so good afterwards.
Yeah.
The fresh body scrub, like it is a light oil sugar mix, and your skin is just so smooth afterwards. Like you don't even need moisturizer. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
And the Caudalie body scrub, it's really, you know, um, beautiful granular product that when you scrub, it really does the work. So both are my hands down favorites.
Great.
And then for tan, because I didn't really get to sit by the pool, I use the Jergens, that, self tanner.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jergen self tanner for the body, which is a great product, and the color is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the glow all day long, every day.
And do you use an SPF when you're out by the pool?
Oh, yes, I do. So right now I'm between Le Roche-Posay body SPF, the 50, or the SkinCeuticals
Oh,
50
yeah.
moisturizer. Beautiful product. It absorbs right in, and for me, it's a combo between both.
Yeah. Two great brands, two great sun care
Yeah,
products. Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yours for sure in that category. Like
Yeah.
specifically Le Roche-Posay, I think it's like hands down the best.
Oh, one of my favorites. That's what my derm recommends. Um, let's go on to hair. Um, you've got long hair, so I'm guessing it takes a little bit of extra work um, every day, maybe. uh,
Pretty every day. Yeah. So
yeah.
it's highlighted for years. So a couple of great products that I use. Like shampoo, conditioner, it's either the Orbe Gold Lust. Big fan of the Kerastase Blonde Absolute, again, because it helps maintain the highlights. Then I'll use a serum, either the Gold Lust from Orbe serum or the Kerastase, and I have it here because it's my new go-to favorite, their new serum for blonde hair. It's just awesome. It smells great. And then if I want my hair is naturally wavy, so I'll use to help if I'm straightening the Moroccan oil blowout. It's phenomenal. And then to keep it in place from humidity, the Orbe anti-humidity spray.
So I've no one's talked about a serum before. What can you talk about that and what it does and how you use it?
So use it when my hair is wet to help brush through, to help detangle and
Okay.
fine. And then when I have it dry, it just adds a little bit of extra shine. But
Oh,
I also use the Moroccan oil shine spray or the Orbe shine spray. I would say on average with hair care, I probably have 40 plus items that are on rotation between 3 dry shampoos, 5 serums, shampoo and conditioner. Anyone that comes to visit will have a host of products to play with and use. So it's a lot.
yeah. And so we might say that you are currently working in the hair category, right?
Yes, yes, I work in the hair category.
Yeah. So you're probably doing a lot of product testing as well, to determine If you,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. My latest project and the one product that I alternate is for Sassoon developed a line, a hair care line called the Line. So either volume or shine shampoo conditioner, and under the clean format. So you have to alternate your products for best use. So I alternate all my products.
Okay, perfect. I bet your bathroom is so much fun
That's right here.
with all the products on your counter. I should clarify that. I don't want people to take that wrong. I bet
Yeah.
it's fun to go and see everything on your counter and in your
Oh yeah.
shower.
Yeah. Firm believer. Everybody can help themselves. It's open
It's like a little store in a store.
pretty much.
Yeah, how fun. Well, anything else you want to add on hair and body?
Yeah, so then for tools,
Uh,
I don't know if I talked a little bit about hair tools. I'm a huge fan of the GHD flat iron. It's awesome. 3 T3 curling is probably my favorite. And then for like a hair dryer, either GHD or Bio, they're awesome products. And recently started using the Dyson collection, so love them. They're definitely save a lot on time because they have all the attachment and tools ready. So for that big hair look, I feel it's pretty impressive.
yeah. So, those are higher price point devices, right?
Yes, and I do believe when it comes to technology, especially for hair dryers and flat irons, there is a massive difference.
There is. So it's
I
worth the price you pay.
found an alternative
Yeah.
at the store that I would use for hair dryers or flat irons or curling irons. There is a big difference, and that investment I feel pays off.
Okay. Great. That's good to know. I think some people might have sticker shock when they see the price point and look at what's two shelves down, and maybe go for that. But when you realize you are paying for something that is going to make a difference and it's worth it.
Yeah, and they last a long time. It's again, I just number of uses. Like if you use a flat iron every couple of
Yeah.
days, or every day, that $250 investment, albeit it's a lot upfront, long term, like they last a very long time. Like I have a T3 hair dryer that's last over 10 years.
Wow.
I have
That's that's amazing. Yeah.
it just make a difference.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much, Therese, for sharing your body and hair routine with us.
Welcome.
To our audience, we will be back. We will come back to hear more of Therese's routines. But before that, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, connect on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And we look forward to continuing the conversation with Therese. Thank you, Therese, so much.
Thank you, Kurt.